Master Varuk. He will wish to speak with our new ally. I will seek out your sanctum. You've made your choice. Now leave me be. Where's sanctum? Yeah. I'll just go turn in a few quests, then I'm going to wrap up. I think I've recorded for more than long enough. Should have been in bed hours ago. Well, maybe not hours ago, but a while ago. Go up here. Ooh, there's a few quests. Excuse me, citizen, but I was wondering if you could help me out with something. What do you need? Homestead is running low on building supplies. We've already salvaged the barn roof to reinforce the walls, but there's only so much we can do with sheets of metal. One of the buildings here would be perfect to let our men catch them sleep, but it's completely run down. We're going to need lumber, and I know just a place to get it. Problem is, the nearest lumber mill is overrun with chonic spawn. I've insisted to the captain that our men need a place to rest properly, but she feels that the casualties will be too great to risk retaking the mill. You're not under her command. You can do as you choose. Please head out to the Blood Grove to the north, and secure Griver's mill. After your rogues to the gruesome harvest, a few chonic runts should be a cakewalk. I'll clear out the lumber mill. Kid. Shh, don't wake her up. Wow, what you got there? This is Mona. I would let you hold her, but she's being mean and cries when anyone but me does it. Understand. You take care of Mona. Is that a doll? I guess so. Thank you for clearing out our farm. It's the best news I've heard in weeks. I found your diary. Oh heavens, I hope you didn't read it. It's not proper to stick your nose into a lady's private scribblings. Thank you. I dropped it when we fled the farm. Figured the Damphirians would have shredded it by now. Your secret is safe with me. Wink. Thank you for returning my diary to me. It might seem silly, but writing helps me relax, even now with the world as it is. Farewell. Figure may as well be honest. And I am friendly with them, and I can buy the Courageous Tincture, Shatter the Vial, bolding all nearby allies. 30-second recharge, 60-second recharge, 30-second duration, 18-meter radius, plus 10% defensive ability, 20% armor. Plus 30-second duration, plus 50% acid damage, 15% chance of 100 reduced targets defensive ability for 5 seconds. Have I gotten this yet? 5%. Yes, I've seen quite a few burning projectiles going out of me in an arc. Around 8 of them. I thought that was an enemy thing. But no, that was me doing it. Any progress with the Damphirians? I have cleared out the fields as you asked. I'm relieved to hear that, and that you returned in one piece. Damphirians should not be trifled with, especially in such numbers. I'll speak to Captain Sommer about sending some guards out, along with some farmers. We'll have that field cleaned out in no time. In the meantime, I was hoping you would hear me out on a far more grave task. 1,200 iron, 500 homestead rep, as well as 9,000 XP. What is it? The Damphirian hives are cyclical in nature. For 7 years or so, they birth a new queen, which promptly proliferates their numbers and causes them to explode across the countryside. In the past, we would rally together and exterminate the queen while she was still young. But after Grim Dawn, the Damphirians were allowed to thrive. Their queen has molted into a massive creature that spawns new Damphirians by the dozen every day. She has to be destroyed, otherwise the insects will gradually run out of food and attack us in force. The queen is always guarded by 2 of her Grand Viziers, so you would have to acquire their farming glands to even enter her chamber. We know that the Growl Hive is somewhere out in the rotting croplands to the west of Homestead. After the way you handled the infested fields, I'm confident in your abilities. Will you help us hunt the Damphirian reproductive cycle? I will gladly pull together all of our iron bits if you can pull this off. I've already dealt with the queen. That is I wish. Well, I'm glad that they had that option, but I kind of wish she had it. Like, seriously, feck. And that's best news I've heard for weeks. I'll have to speak to Captain Sommer about getting a proper kitchen set up. Your continued support is ensuring that Homestead will produce enough food for all. What about Devil's Crossing? You have done much to help us get our fields back in order, but I can't spare anything until my people have had more time to grow a fresh crop. If you continue to help us out, then that will free up the hands I need to tend to the harvest. Clearing out the beasts roaming the land will also ensure that we can work in peace. Very well. Also, 1,100. Sorry, 11,000 XP, 2,000 iron, 1,000 homestead rep, as well as an inventory bag. Very well. So let's deal with this. I want. Wait, a 52% chance. What? I didn't think that it was that high. Christ. Did it suddenly become night here as well? Huh. What should I level up? Part of me feels I should go level some of the stuff there up a bit, but I want to actually get some stuff up nice and high first. You know, actually get, you know, a good basis before I start boosting anything else up. Yeah. Tremor. Oh, Tremor's not a default weapon attack. A default weapon attack enhancer cannot trigger effects such as Markovian's advantage. Minus 75% weapon damage. Total damage modified by minus 18%. Stun duration. 100% stun duration reduction. Plus 100% skill cooldown reduction. Minus 65% skill energy cost. If I'm reading that right, it means it will reduce the damage from Force Wave. And reduce the stun completely. But get rid of the cooldown off it. And the energy cost. So you can just spam it like mad. Which could be nice. But then it can't trigger effects such as Markovian's advantage. To be honest, I'm not even sure if I am triggering Markovian's advantage anyway. Let's boost this up a bit further. To be honest, part of me is very tempted in just doing that, you know? But I probably shouldn't. If I did that for a bit, like this level, the next one, and 1 point from the next one, I would have fully upgraded it. But no. Could make that a fair bit better if I boosted it up there. I just get so indecisive. You know what? Let's get more fighting spirit. Markovian's advantage and Zohan's technique. May as well boost them up a bit. I need fighting spirit's a very good thing to have. You're a great service to the people of Homestead. What else could I do to help out? Anything you could do to ease the load on farmers will be a great help. The more time they can spend tending to the crops, the better. Clearing out the beasts roaming the land will also ensure we can work in peace. Farewell. And this... let's just get an extra point of physique. Okay. Yeah, I'm... Wait. Freedom... I feel like I'm forgetting to do something. Let's pop back to the Broken Hills for just a moment. We'll just go turn this quest in, and then I'm going to call quits, folks, as I do believe I've recorded for way long enough. I can no longer sense my daughter's anguished presence. Is it finished? It is done. She suffers no more. Thank you. You have delivered my poor daughter from an eternity of lonely suffering, fear, and hate. Now I shall repay you in the only way I can. 1 attribute point and 4,500 experience. Thank you. Thank you, mortal. You've done my daughter a great kindness. Now I can bear my curse a little easier. How did you and your daughter fall under this curse? We are of Arkovia, and the simple answer is that we defied the natural order. Arkovia rose to become the preeminent power in this region, but then our people became complacent and overly concerned with title. We fought amongst ourselves and left our commerce and civilization to decay. In the end, Arkovia should have accepted its fate and died out, melted away, but instead our leaders turned to the necromancers. We forced a bargain with that very power which we had previously condemned and sought to eradicate. It was a treacherous bargain, and we pay for our arrogance and misjudgment. And now I work with the person that did it to your kid. Though in our case now it says things equaled, and it's to, preserve life. It's quite a change. How did your child end up a harpy in the Broken Hills? She was born as such. It was an effect of the curse placed upon the Arkovians. Repulsed and frightened of her monstrous appearance, my husband took her to Broken Hills and left her exposed to the elements, assuming she would die. Such was the practice for unwanted births in Arkovia. Therein lies my greatest sin, and the darkest part of her curse. Over the many years since Arkovia's fall, the harpies have multiplied and spread to other regions. The original harpies are immortal, and the circumstances of their birth and abandonment have made them bitter, hateful creatures. They prey upon travellers, constantly trying to fill holes in their heart with material things. They and the Rowani are the only living descendants of Arkovia. I must journey on now. Hey, why don't you go to Devil's Crossing? I'm sure they'll welcome her. If she can actually, well, it's not like she'll take any supplies. So, if she can do anything, it's a benefit. So anyway, folks, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll be back soon to record more. But until then, adios. Hope you've enjoyed.